Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It is your girl Sadi here. And today guys, we are going to be doing a full soft glam makeup tutorial. I'm going to try to insert some pictures of what my full makeup tutorial looks like. If I can. If I can't, ignore that. But yeah, we're going to try to recreate this look. Alright, so let's just get started. So the first thing that I definitely target is brows, because I feel like we just need to get the brows out of the way. So first thing that I'm going to use is my NYX brow glue. I'm going to use the applicator to just gel down your brows. Just going to be looking into the mirror to see what I'm doing. So we're going to do the other brow. We're going to let them dry a little. So while they're drying, we're gonna be using foundation. Okay, so this is the foundation that I'm gonna be using. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I have it in the shade Chestnut. It's a little bit orange on my skin when I first apply it, but once I blend it out, you're gonna see that it does actually match my skin color. And you're gonna use your spoolie to shape the brow. Okay, so once they are shaped, I am going to use a brow pencil. I use like the NK brow pencil. I use this to outline the shape of our actual brow. So this is how my brow is currently looking like. You want to brush it out so that it blends in with your brow and it doesn't look too dark. So now we're gonna do this to the next brow. Just completed the second brow. I just folded both of them, and you want to make sure that your brows look identical. So now we're gonna blend out our foundation because it's been sitting on our face for quite some time. So like I said, when I first put it on, it is gonna look a little bit orange, but guys, bear with me because it is my shade. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend. Now we are going to try and carve out our brow. Now we are going to now we are going to carve out our brow. And for the top of your brow, you want to use your foundation shade. It's like to put some on my arm. Put some on the back of my hand. That way I can use it evenly. Just like that. And I'm going to carve out the top of my brow. I definitely need to look in the mirror for this. So yeah. So we're gonna just carve out the top, like I said. So yeah. Now we're gonna do the other brow. Just like that. So I've carved out both of my brows, and now I'm gonna take it a little bit into my forehead and then take some here. So now with the leftover foundation that we have on our arm, on the back of my hand, I keep saying arm, I don't know why. We're gonna take some of our concealer. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. It is in the shade Honey. This is also very full coverage. And we're gonna just add some on top of the foundation. We're gonna mix it because we do want the bottom of our brow to just be a little bit lighter than our face. That way it makes the brows pop. Just the tip of the brush, because you don't really need to use the entire brush, just really the tip of it. Okay, now we're gonna do the other one. I love my brow shape right now. Okay, so now that we have carved out the bottom of our brow with the concealer, we're just gonna blend. We're just gonna blend it. That way it doesn't look like a line, but it looks like, you know, we don't want it to look a line. Okay, that looks 10 times better. So now we're gonna actually add foundation on our forehead because we didn't before. So we're just gonna add a tiny amount to our forehead. Just gonna blend it a little bit into our brows. I was really gonna go with curly hair today, but I was like, let me just do a blend, that way all the hair is out of my face while I'm doing the makeup tutorial. And I'm actually kind of glad that I went with a blend because curly hair would have been so overstimulating right now. If you guys want a curly hair tutorial, let me know. I'll be down to do it. Anyways, so now we are going to use the same concealer that we use for our brows. We're going to use it for our under eyes and our highlighting points. So the areas that I add my concealer, I'm going to add it on my under eyes. I'm gonna add it under my nose, and I'm gonna add it under my chin. And if I have blemishes on my face, I will add some there. And I am going to add some on my forehead. These are the areas that you need to be adding your concealer. Okay? Okay. So I do let my concealer sit for just like a minute or two. That way when I blend it, the coverage is there. So we're gonna be back in a minute or two. Okay, so we're back, and I'm gonna start with my chin, my mouth area first. So I'm just gonna blend this out. Okay, remember the key is to blend. So now I'm gonna do my forehead. I always do my under eyes last, that way I can get more time to dry. Okay, so now we are gonna blend our under eye. And this is actually my favorite part because it just ties all the makeup together. This was actually my favorite makeup part, actually. I like to blend all the way up here because it's just gonna give you guys that snatched look. Okay, we're gonna do the other one. Okay, so now that my under eyes are fully blended, I am just gonna add just a little bit more concealer on my under eyes because I do want like a bright under eye effect. So I'm just gonna add just a little bit more. And we're also gonna just let that dry for just a little bit. So while the concealer is drying, we are gonna bronze our face. I am gonna use the Juvia's Place bronzer. This is the dark one. And I'm just gonna mix both of these shades just to get like my perfect shade, you know? So I'm gonna mix them both together. And I'm gonna apply this on top of my forehead. You can already see it coming in. I love bronzer. There was actually a point in my life where I was not wearing bronzer. I don't know how I did it. But I'm just gonna bronze the top of my forehead, and then I'm just gonna do like right over here. And I'm gonna do it on the other side as well. And then I'm gonna add some on my jawline and my chin. So I'm just gonna continue bronzing everywhere until I feel like it is a good amount. Personally, I love bronzer, so it's never gonna feel like a good amount for me, but it gets to a point, you know? So yeah, so now I'm just gonna add just a little bit on my nose. This is like my form of like nose contour because I don't really use contour, so I should get into that. I feel like it's gonna be the same as bronzer. Like I'm gonna be like, what the frick, I wasn't using it this whole time. But yeah, so now that your face is bronzed, you added some color into your base, you're gonna blend the rest of the concealer. And I feel like we all make those kind of faces when we are blending our concealer. So now my second favorite step in makeup, and it is going to be baking. I love baking. Hold on, quick water break. I love baking. Baking is my second favorite step. Like, it is amazing. So what I'm gonna be using is, you can't really see it anymore, but I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus baking powder. So I'm gonna get my powder puff, and what I like to do is I like to use my palm to like make sure that the powder is evened out everywhere. And I'm gonna start applying it on, this is how I add it. I love powder. I love it. And actually there was a time where I was also not wearing any powder, and that was when I was in like middle school. I used to wear concealer with no powder. Actually no, that was when I was in high school. When I was in high school, I used to wear concealer with no powder. Just used to raw dog concealer, like, okay. But then I started to use powder, and it's like, okay, I get why we wear powder now. Okay, so then we're gonna also bring it down to the top of our mouth, right there. We're gonna put some on our chin. Yep. And then we're also gonna add some to our forehead, because this is where we added. You're gonna add it everywhere that you added your concealer, because yeah. And I'm also gonna use it to carve out my brows even more. Ain't nothing like a sharp brow. Brows really make or break your face. So make sure you do your brows good. Okay, so now that I've added powder everywhere, this is what your face is gonna look like. This is what your face should look like after the powder. If it doesn't, then you didn't powder right. I kind of want to make sure my face is like a little bit sculpted, only because I do have a bun. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of sculpt it just a little bit. So these are the areas for your powder. Yeah, this is tea. Hold on, I need to make a TikTok of this. Okay, so we're back now, and I am going to now use my blush. The blush that I'm going to be using is a Juvia's Place blush. I'm looking for my blush brush. So yeah, so I use a mixture of the top one and the bottom one, because I just need that perfect color. So I like to mix them. But typically, like, I use more of the bottom one because, I mean, just look at it. It's so pretty. I love blush, so I do add quite a good amount because it is my favorite thing. Like, it just, and I'm gonna add just a little bit on my nose, just a little bit. Okay, this looks fine. So I'm also gonna use the very top one as like eyeshadow for under my eye, because we did conceal it, so it's gonna be a little, it's perfect for some eyeshadow. So yeah, this is what we're looking at, and I am gonna use the Real Technique brush, the setting brush, and I'm gonna use this to just blend out my powder. You just want to tap it all in. I just love how it gives that like sunset effect over here. Like, makeup is truly art. Like, OMG. So like, this is kind of like the difference. Blend with no blend. Okay, this is our face when the powder is fully blended, and it looks amazing. So now we're gonna go to my favorite step, Okay, I know I keep saying that like this is my favorite set, this is my favorite set, but this one is definitely the third, okay? This is the third. So I love a black waterline. Like, I have been doing black waterlines for years. So I'm just gonna use a regular black eye pencil that I got from the beauty supply, and I'm gonna use that. This really does make a big difference for my eyes, and I feel like it definitely makes my eyes pop more. So we're gonna add it to the other one. Okay, so now after we add the eye pencil, I am going to use my mascara, and I'm gonna just use the Essence mascara. Bottom lashes actually makes a big difference as well. Like, I just love makeup. Like, I just love it. I love it. So now that we're at this step, we're basically almost done. The only thing that I'm gonna do is I am gonna just add like some touch-ups. So maybe I'll add like a little bit more bronzer, I'll add a little bit more blush, like just anything that'll make it more, you know? So that's what I'm just gonna do right now. So now we are gonna do my lip routine. So I am just going to use a brown lip pencil to outline my lips. I don't overline my lips, so I just use a brown lip pencil, and then I use this red lipstick. I don't know where I got it from, don't ask either. And now I'm gonna use my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Cream Brulee, and I'm gonna use this in the middle of my lips. This smells good. So I'm not sure if it showed, but I use this brown pencil, and then I use the red lipstick, and then I use the NYX Butter Gloss in Cream Brulee like this. And now I'm just gonna add some pink lip gloss, and I am just gonna use this one that I got from the beauty supply as well. Usually I would use my e.l.f. lip oil, but we literally just ran out the other day, so I have to go get another one. So I'm just gonna use some of this. And yeah, so this is the full makeup tutorial. It looks so good. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed watching this video, because I know I did. I know I enjoyed making the video. So if you did, make sure you like the video and make sure you subscribe, because there's definitely gonna be more videos just like this to be posted. So yeah, bye guys.